WandaVision is the world's biggest TV show and has been expertly recreated into some amazing LEGO sets. So welcome back to LEGO Access as we look at some of the amazing WandaVision sets and minifigures that are possibly coming out in 2021. And also guys, I've just hit 500 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later if you do not like the LEGO content. Welcome back to LEGO Access guys, and I'm looking at the possible LEGO sets that we should be getting for Marvel this year, specifically looking at WandaVision. With the season finale currently finished and the season over, that means that we could have at least one set that could be coming from LEGO. So I've picked 4 sets that we could possibly be getting. I think that we could be getting the Vision house. We could obviously be getting Agnes's house, Agatha Harkness' house, and the sword base camp. I think these are the 3 main sets that would make the most sense for the MCU to add into LEGO. And I would like all 3. I think all 3 would be a perfect way to get all of the characters that we need into the amazing LEGO set. Firstly guys, I want to look at the Vision house. Now as we saw in the first few episodes, this house kept changing depending on this decade that was being like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and I think it could be really cool to have that element in LEGO. For example guys, we could have the house changing around and you can like switch parts out and put stuff in like you would expect from a normal toy, but with LEGO, and you could do that to change around the house and change around the layout of it, and so you could go from the 50s all the way to the 90s. And I think the minifigures that we could see in this is Vision, Wanda, Pietro, Sparky, Billy and Tommy, and I think that's a great way to introduce that whole family that Wanda has created in WandaVision into the amazing set. And I think this is probably one set that is the most likely that they're going to bring out, and I think that it should be coming soon, and it is very likely that we should be getting a Vision household set. Obviously, I think Mini Bricks did a video on this literally yesterday about his mock design, and his mock design looks perfect for what I think the Vision house should be, and it does look to be very, very cool, and we should be getting some amazing LEGO sets this year. So hopefully we do get some amazing WandaVision LEGO, and I think the house would be the coolest set to get. I think there's not gonna be anything other than this house that I'm gonna want to see. This is definitely the one that is going to make the most sense for the MCU to add in to LEGO WandaVision, and hopefully we do see that coming in 2021. Now guys, on to the next bit. I want to see Agnes's house, and especially the basement, the creepy books and the bugs and all the like bad eeriness that comes from there. Was a really impressive scene at the end of episode 7. It was probably my favourite scene in the whole of WandaVision when Agnes finally confronts her, and you know, she does her whole it was Agatha all along and all of that stuff. It was really, really cool to see that scene, and I think doing that basement scene and just have a smaller set if they're going to do more sets, so just Agnes and Wanda just talking in like a small confined basement. You don't have to do the whole house, just do the basement area, and I think that would be really, really cool. And if you just have Agnes and Wanda, that would reduce the cost. I think this set should be like maybe a £19.99 set, and I think that would be a really, really cool set to see in the MCU for LEGO, and definitely Agnes has to be included in this amazing set. And it'll be really, really cool to see if we do get some of these characters in there, and if we do get some LEGO Marvel WandaVision sets coming soon. Although I know that it is not a film, and I know that there might not be as much hype around WandaVision, but personally I think there is just as much hype because we have been starved of Marvel content for almost a year. But I do think that doing the basement of Agnes's house would be a really, really impressive set to do, and I personally would love to see that set come into LEGO WandaVision and what LEGO could plan to do for the future. Now guys, on to the last one I really wanted to see was the sword base camp, and I really want to see this just because this is how we get in lots of more characters. We could get like maybe a quite an expensive set, maybe a £74.99 set, and we could have a sword base camp with like the truck that they drive through quite a few times in WandaVision. We could get Monica, Jimmy Woo, Darcy, Hayward, and some of the sword guards as well, just to bring in a new element of that stuff to add them in. And we could also see White Vision in this set as well, so it would be really cool to see if we do get some amazing sets like this. I think the Sword Base Camp is definitely a way to introduce a lot of the characters, like I said, like Jimmy Woo, like Monica, like all of these other characters, to get in a lot of the characters in the set. And obviously this is like just 3 things that I want to see personally, because we just get 3 different scenes that I think were the best. Obviously there was a lot done in the Sword Base Camp, there was a lot done in the Vision House, and there was a lot done in Agnes's basement, with like revealing that she was the true villain throughout it. Even though I expected Wanda to be the true Vision, and she was gonna not the Vision, I mean like the true villain, and she was gonna break away and be angry, and Doctor Strange was gonna, like, you know, take her away. But I do think that the way they did it was very well done, and definitely deserves a Lego set to bring in to the MCU, and hopefully we do get one coming very soon. So yeah, the Sword Base Camp will be very cool. Finally guys, obviously we want to get all of the Lego characters into the actual MCU, and they might not be able to do some Lego sets, and maybe they'll do one from Lego Ideas, or maybe they won't. They don't really use Lego Idea sets. Like, if you made a Harry Potter set, they're not going to use that Harry Potter set at all really. They're going to pick new sets that they've never done before, but maybe they might do a custom minifigure bag that we might see. And I think we could see all of those characters I just mentioned. You've got Wanda, you've got Vision, you've got White Vision, Jimmy Woo, Monica, Agnes, and like there's lots of people like Dottie and stuff that they could actually do that pops up in all of the episodes and stuff. And you obviously could do Wanda with a different outfits, so seeing them all in a custom minifigure bag, I would still be happy with that. Obviously I want like actual sets like the Vision House and the Sword Base Camp, but realistically we probably won't get that, unfortunately. But we might get a custom minifigure bag, or maybe a small fight scene set. Like, the problem with Lego is that it's mostly for kids, and it's not going to be for like collectors or people who just want to look at some cool stuff that comes with it. So we probably won't get like big sets like the Vision House and stuff. Probably more likely to get like the final fight scene with Wanda versus Agnes, and Vision versus White Vision, and then just got Jimmy Woo, Monica just dotted around the place with Pietro and stuff. But it would be really cool to see a custom minifigure bag or any of the sets I have mentioned. Thank you guys for watching another Lego Access video. I really appreciate all of the support I've been getting on the channel recently. It has actually been insane. We've just hit 500 subscribers on the channel, and that is completely crazy to me. I never thought it would hit more than 30 subscribers. But yeah, so if you guys like the Lego WandaVision sets and what I've like said and what we could do, leave your comment below on what you guys want to see and what you guys want to see from Lego in terms of WandaVision. Do you think they're going to make any WandaVision sets, and what WandaVision like things would you actually like to see? I will put a spoiler disclaimer at the front of this, because I think I do give away a little bit from the actual episodes. But thank you guys for watching. I'm crazy to see the amount of support. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.